You might be surprised to learn that February is actually one of the best times to start budgeting. The holiday season is over, and you've likely gained some valuable insights into your spending habits. Now is the perfect time to channel that knowledge into a winning financial strategy for the rest of the year. It's the perfect time to break free from bad spending habits and start budgeting for a brighter financial future. That's where mindful budgeting comes in. It's not about restrictive, complicated budgets that make you feel deprived. It's about making conscious choices about your money and feeling empowered. I discovered the power of budgeting, and it truly transformed my relationship with money. It's not about deprivation, it's about freedom and choice. We've all been there, staring at our bank accounts, wondering where our money went. I used to feel that way, trapped in a cycle of bills, unexpected expenses, and constant worry. But here's the thing, I realized I wasn't alone. Many people struggle with managing their finances. And it's not a sign of failure. It's a sign that we need to take control. That's where budgeting comes in. It's not about restrictive, complicated budgets that make you feel deprived. It's about mindful budgeting, a way to make conscious choices about your money and feel empowered. I discovered the power of budgeting, and it truly transformed my relationship with money. It's not about deprivation, it's about freedom and choice. We're going to dive deep into the top 5 budgeting tips that will help you take charge of your finances and feel confident about your money. These strategies will empower you to make smart choices and reach your financial goals. It's time to feel empowered and in charge.
Hey there. This is Mindful Money, the place where you build a future you love. Choice over chance. One wise decision at a time. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for weekly tips and strategies to master your money.
Mastering your money. The first step to mastering your money is understanding how much you earn and how much you spend. It's like understanding your car's dashboard before you hit the road. Knowing your starting point and how much fuel you have is crucial. Let's start by defining your net earnings. This is your take-home pay after taxes and other deductions. Next, we need to look at your expenses. These are all the costs you incur, like rent, groceries, transportation, and utilities. Now, why is understanding your earnings and expenses so vital? Experts agree that budgeting is a cornerstone of financial well-being. It gives you clarity on your financial situation, helps you make informed spending decisions, and puts you in control of your money. When you examine your expenses, you'll likely find a mix of essential needs and those wants that might not be truly necessary. For example, think about those impulse purchases, subscriptions you don't use, or items you buy out of habit. Identifying these unnecessary expenses can free up money for things that are more important to you. To make budgeting even more effective, we're going to introduce a powerful framework called the 50-30-20 rule. This simple yet effective strategy suggests dividing your net income into 3 categories: 50% for essential needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. Mastering your money starts with understanding your earnings and expenses, and the 50-30-20 rule provides a solid foundation for making informed financial decisions. In the next tip, we'll explore how to budget for your essentials, the foundation of your financial well-being, and we'll dig deeper into those wants and how to make smart choices in tip 2, budgeting your essentials. Now that we've established a solid understanding of our finances, let's dive into budgeting for your essentials. This is the 50% portion of the 50-30-20 rule, and it's the foundation of financial stability. Think of it this way. Imagine you're creating a stunning outfit for a special occasion. The foundation of any great look is the essential pieces, the well-fitting basics that create the perfect silhouette and allow you to build your style. Just like those essential pieces, your essential expenses are the core of your financial well-being. But what exactly are essential expenses? These are the things you absolutely need to live comfortably and maintain a healthy standard of living. Let's explore some common examples. Clothing and accessories. Investing in quality, versatile pieces that you can mix and match is essential for a stylish and functional wardrobe. Beauty products. Maintaining your look and feeling confident in your appearance is important. Budget for beauty products that you regularly use and that enhance your natural beauty. Food. You need to eat to survive. Budgeting for groceries ensures you have access to nutritious food and can enjoy delicious meals. Transportation. Whether you drive, take public transportation, or ride a bike, getting around is crucial. Utilities. Think of electricity, water, gas, and internet essential services that make life comfortable and efficient. Healthcare. Staying healthy is essential. Budgeting for healthcare includes insurance, doctor's visits, and medications. Now, let's talk about those tempting but unnecessary expenses that can often creep into our budgets. We're not talking about luxuries or things you enjoy. We're talking about impulse purchases, subscriptions you don't use, or items you buy out of habit. These often slip under the radar, but they can significantly impact your finances. Take a look at your recent spending. Are there any items you purchased that you haven't used or that weren't truly necessary? Do you have any subscriptions you've forgotten about or that you no longer use? These are prime examples of unnecessary spending. Here are some helpful tricks for curbing those impulse purchases and maximizing your spending power. The 24-hour rule. When you're tempted to buy something you're not sure you need, pause for 24 hours. Think about the purchase rationally. Do you still truly want it after that time? If the answer is yes, then it might be a justifiable want. But often, the impulsive urge fades, and you realize it wasn't necessary. Negotiate and renegotiate and seek deals. Before you buy something, take the time to look for discounts, promotions, or coupons. And don't be afraid to negotiate and renegotiate prices, especially for subscriptions or recurring services. You might be surprised at how much you can save. By focusing on essential expenses and identifying and eliminating unnecessary spending, you'll build a solid financial foundation. And with a solid foundation, you'll be ready to explore how to budget for your wants. In the next tip, Tip 3, budgeting for your wants. Now, let's dive into budgeting for your wants. Remember, this is the 30% portion of the 50-30-20th rule, and it's dedicated to discretionary spending, the things you enjoy but don't absolutely need. Sometimes it can be hard to distinguish between a want and a need. We're all used to a certain lifestyle, and it can be easy to get caught up in the cycle of spending without really considering what's truly important to us. Here's a helpful exercise. Think back over the past month. What things did you spend money on that you didn't truly need? Maybe it was that fancy coffee every morning, that new video game, or those clothes you bought on impulse. Remember Warren Buffett's wise words: if you buy things you don't need, soon you'll be selling things you need. You might be surprised at how much you spend on things you could live without. And let's not forget those sneaky recurring expenses subscriptions. We're talking about those streaming services you barely use, those fitness apps you've forgotten about, or those monthly boxes you're no longer excited about. Now, here's a challenge for you. For the next month, try living without spending money on your wants. That means no extra coffees, no impulse purchases, no subscriptions you don't use. Start by identifying subscriptions you can easily live without. If you're already committed to a subscription, cancel it immediately. See if you can completely leave it behind. This zero wants challenge gives you the power to free up cash. The money you save can go toward your essential expenses, paying down debt, or building a savings account. Reclaim your time. When you're not chasing the latest gadgets or trying to keep up with the Joneses, you have more time for the things that matter most to you. Rediscover your priorities. This challenge can help you identify what truly brings you happiness and fulfillment. Harness the power of compounding. Every little bit you save, when invested wisely, has the potential to grow exponentially over time. Imagine those small savings snowballing into a large sum that can help you achieve your financial goals, like buying a dream home, taking a dream vacation, or starting your own business. Remember, the goal is to create a budget that works for you. If living without your wants feels impossible, you can always adjust your budget, allocating a smaller percentage to wants and a higher percentage to needs or savings. And let's not forget this important advice: don't buy things you don't need to impress people you don't like. Spending authentically and investing in experiences that bring you joy is what truly matters. In the next tip, we'll discuss how to make this happen. Tip 4. Saving for your future. Now, let's talk about how to put your savings to work. 20% portion of the 50-30-20th rule. This is where your financial future takes shape. We've explored the power of the zero wants challenge, where you focus on your essential needs and cut out unnecessary spending. The great news is, those savings can be used to build a strong financial foundation. One of the most important financial goals to prioritize is building an emergency fund. Think of it as a safety net for unexpected life events. Introducing the 6-month safety net challenge. Our goal is to build an emergency fund that can cover 6 months of your living expenses. This will give you peace of mind knowing that you can handle unexpected events like losing a job, facing medical bills, or needing car repairs. Here's how to do it. Calculate your target. Multiply your average monthly net income by 6. That's your target amount for your emergency fund. Set a savings schedule. Decide how much you can comfortably save each month and create a savings plan. Stay dedicated, be consistent with your savings, and you'll be amazed at how quickly it adds up. Once you've successfully completed the 6-month safety net challenge, you'll be ready to start allocating more of your savings to other financial goals, like investing or building a down payment for a home. Remember, building an emergency fund takes discipline. It might be tempting to dip into your savings for non-essential purchases, but resist that temptation. Your emergency fund is there to protect you from unforeseen circumstances. In the next tip, we'll explore more ways to make your money work for you. Tip 5. The automated 50/30/20 rule. Now, let's talk about how to make your budgeting even easier. We're going to automate the 50/30/20 rule, so you don't have to worry about manually tracking your expenses and making transfers. Most banks and financial institutions offer online banking features that make it easy to set up automatic transfers. You can schedule recurring transfers to cover your bills, contribute to your emergency fund, and save for your future goals. Here's how to automate the 50/30/20 rule. Prioritizing your emergency fund. Set up bill payments. Schedule automatic payments for all your recurring bills, like your rent, utilities, credit card bills, and subscriptions. This ensures that they're paid on time, and you don't have to worry about late fees. Automate emergency fund contributions. Make this your top priority. Set up a recurring transfer from your checking account to your emergency fund. Even a small amount, like $100 per month, can make a big difference over time. Remember, your goal is to reach that 6-month safety net. Automate other savings transfers. Once you're comfortable with your emergency fund contributions, you can allocate a portion of your savings to other goals, like building a down payment for a house, a vacation, or any other financial goal you have. Think of it this way. Once you set up those automated transfers, you're putting your money on autopilot. It's like having a personal financial assistant that's always working for you, ensuring your bills are paid, your emergency fund is growing, and you're saving for your future. You're essentially taking the temptation to spend impulsively out of the equation. If you don't have access to automatic transfers through your bank, or if you prefer a more hands-on approach, there are other options. If you're married or in a partnership, you can work with your spouse or partner to manage your finances or anybody you trust. Agree on a system for allocating your income, paying bills, and contributing to savings. Just make sure that you have a system in place that keeps your money safe and secured, rather than just keeping cash on hand in the house. No matter what method you choose, the key is to create a system that works for you and helps you reach your financial goals. It takes a little time to set it up, but once it's in place, you can relax knowing that your finances are on autopilot. I'm excited to see how you make your money work for you. Review your budget for balance, a roadmap to financial freedom. We've explored the power of the 50/30/20 rule, simple yet effective framework for managing your money. We've learned how to identify our essential needs, manage our wants, and allocate our savings wisely. We've even taken on the challenge of building a 6-month emergency fund. Now, it's time to review your budget for balance. It's like checking the compass on your financial journey, making sure you're on track toward your goals. Take a moment to reflect on your financial progress. Have you made any significant changes in your spending habits? Have you started to cut out unnecessary expenses? Have you made progress on building your emergency fund? Remember, this is an ongoing journey. Financial goals are not reached overnight. It's about making consistent changes and adapting your budget as your needs and goals evolve. Reviewing your budget regularly helps you stay on track. It's a chance to reassess your spending patterns. Are you still adhering to the 50/30/20 rule? Are there any areas where you can make further adjustments? Evaluate your financial goals. Are you still on track to reach your goals? Do you need to make any adjustments to your savings plan or investment strategy? Celebrate your progress. It's important to acknowledge your achievements. Recognize your commitment to your financial goals, even if it's just small steps. As you continue on this journey, remember that financial freedom is not a destination. It's a mindset. It's about taking control of your money, making informed decisions, and building a secure and fulfilling future. We're excited for you as you embark on this journey. Outro. So, there you have it. We've explored 6 essential budgeting tips that can transform your financial life. From understanding your earnings and expenses to automating your savings and crafting a personalized budget, you've got the tools you need to take control. Here at Mindful Money, we believe in financial freedom. One wise decision at a time, choice over chance. Remember, building financial freedom is a journey, not a destination. It's about making consistent choices, setting goals, and taking action. I'm so excited for you as you embark on your own journey toward financial freedom. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Mindful Money, for more tips and strategies on budgeting, saving, and investing. We'll be exploring more financial topics in the future, so make sure you're part of the conversation. I'm really eager to hear your thoughts. What financial topics would you like to explore in future videos? Have you started any of the challenges we discussed? What has been your biggest takeaway from this series? Leave a comment below and let me know. Thanks for watching.